Now to the escalating Twitter war between President Trump and the cable news host. The first family spending the 4th of July weekend at the President's Golf Club in Bedminster. But the president launching a fresh attack at Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough early this morning in spite of mounting bipartisan criticism. And now the First Lady also getting involved. ABC's Gloria Rivera standing by in Bedminster.
Tonight, the president continuing his relentless attacks from his golf club in Bedminster. His latest tweet calling MSNBC's Mika Brzezinski dumb as a rock and her co-host Joe Scarborough crazy.
He's so much more vicious with women.
He appears to have a fragile, impetuous, childlike ego that we've seen over and over again, especially with women.
Brzezinski opening the door for the First Lady to enter the fray, telling InStyle magazine Mrs. Trump has the worst job in the country being the president's wife. Melania Trump firing back in a statement. It is sad when people try to further their own agenda by commenting on me and my family, especially when they don't know me.
And tonight, Trump himself defending his use of social media, describing it as modern-day presidential.
The public feud coming during a meltdown in the president's plan to repeal and replace health care. Trump tweeting to lawmakers if they cannot agree on a new plan to swap out Obamacare, they should immediately repeal and then replace it at a later date. While the White House insists the strategy has not changed, Trump's tweet was a sharp about-face after repeated promises.
And essentially, it's a repeal and replace.
It'll be repeal and replace. It will be essentially simultaneously, probably the same day, could be the same hour.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell ruled out a repeal without a new plan, even signaling his willingness to reach across the aisle.
I think we'll even have some Democrats involved in that. It'd be nice to have some of them. I'm sitting there with a Rubik's Cube, trying to figure out how to twist the dials to get to 50, to replace this with something better.
Republican lawmakers home for the holiday facing frustrated constituents.
And Gloria joins us live from Bedminster. Gloria, the president has repeatedly called for an investigation into possible voter fraud in last year's election, but many states are pushing back.
That's exactly right, Tom. At least 13 states have flat out refused, and over 24 others are balking at the administration's request to turn over voter information. The president responding to that in a tweet tonight saying numerous states are refusing to give information to the very distinguished voter fraud panel. What are they trying to hide, he asks. Many of these states say there are legal barriers to turning over private voter information, and they say to date there has been no evidence any voter fraud took place. Tom?
Gloria Rivera for us tonight. And there'll be much more on all of this tomorrow on This Week with guest Republican Governor John Kasich of Ohio.